Hello my friends, what's up and welcome back to my channel. Welcome to today's video. This is going to be exciting because I like to take my time with my makeup, but today we're going to talk about like a 10-minute makeup routine for those of you who are on the go. You need something quick, you need something fast, and I love a good long therapeutic makeup session, but honestly and truthfully, life is busy and there are times where I need to get out the door. So if you're interested in seeing what products work best for me as far as a quick kind of 10-minute makeup routine, then just keep on watching. All right, y'all, so this is going to be it's not a chit-chatty, but it kind of is, so you'll see here in a second, but we're gonna use all of the products that work best for me for like a 10 at max 15-minute makeup routine. There are times where I am late. I am the queen of being like 5 minutes late to everything. So that being said, when I'm running late, I need to use products that just shave time off of my makeup routine. And there's some that thoroughly do that, whether it be that they shave off a minute or two or they really cut down my time. So we're going to talk about those products here during this video. So with that being said, you guys, I'm not going to spend a whole lot of time right now talking about the products because we're going to go into that here shortly. So let's get into that now. I hope you enjoy. So we're gonna start off with the brows. I'm gonna use the Anastasia Brow Freeze and just a spoolie brush. I'm gonna work this into the brows, allow it to kind of set a little bit, and then we'll go in with a pencil. Next, I go in with a primer. Any primer will work. There's not one that's any faster than the other. I love the Tatcha Silk Canvas primer, whether it be this one or the liquid, but I also love a good hydrating primer. So whatever you have will work. Like I said, there's not one that's faster than the other. Okay, so next we're gonna go in with powder foundation, and I probably should have told you to use a primer that goes well with a powder foundation. Now, you may already have like a very quick makeup routine in which you use a liquid foundation because maybe powder isn't for you. And typically on the regular, I do like to use liquid as well. However, powder is so beautiful once it's already complete. Like it has such a beautiful finish, I guess depending on what brand you buy as well. But the Too Faced Born This Way is pretty much my favorite powder foundation. Just absolutely stunning, looks as good as liquid, and the key is that it is quick because for me, I mean, I don't set it down, it's already powder. So going in with the Too Faced Born This Way powder in light beige and a Sonia Kashuk, what is this, powder brush. So this is what I use. What I'm gonna do is I always go in with the powder on the brush first, and then any areas that need a little bit extra cover up, I'll use the little spongy that comes with the powder. So let's get started. So for reference, I just want to point out that I do add a little bit of extra with the sponge right here because I have some little blue veins that will really show through if the coverage isn't a little bit more concentrated. And of course with powder, it's a little harder with a brush. So that's why I do that, and it looks absolutely beautiful with minimal effort. So that's what we're using for foundation. Let's go into concealer. So for concealer, when I use powder, I do go in with a lighter coverage concealer just because I'm putting this over top of powder. And I have found for reference that concealers do go on very well on top of this powder. They don't break it up, they don't make it look messy and gross. And so this is what I'm going in with. I also find that lighter weight concealers are quicker to work with, if at least for me, kind of reducing my time. If I go in with a really heavy concealer like the Makeup Forever, for example, because that one is very heavy duty coverage, takes me a little bit longer to kind of build it, or not build it up, but to blend it out and smooth it out so that it looks a little more seamless. So definitely a lighter weight concealer is the way to go if you are on a quick makeup routine day. Okay, so real quick, we're going to fill in the brows because the brow freeze has kind of set down a little bit. So we're gonna use the e.l.f. brow pencil. It's the Instant Lift Brow Pencil. I feel like I will never go back to a high-end pencil after this. It's $2 and it does everything I would want a high-end pencil to do. This was a real surprise, and I have been using this for about a month and a half or so, and I cannot believe how much I love it. I've already bought a backup. So this is, now it is thicker, so if you don't care for a thicker pencil for your brows, then definitely it's not for you. But I find that the pigment is so pretty that I can go in with a lighter hand and do it real quick. So for reference, if you haven't checked this pencil out, you kind of need to. Okay, moving right along. So for the rest of the face products or the complexion products, what I typically do, now granted, not that this is my favorite palette, I do love this one, I just have a lot that I love to use, but I do use a face palette because when I'm in a hurry, I'm not looking to pick out a blush and then a separate bronzer and then a separate highlighter. I'm looking for it to all be in one place to take the decision out of it for me and get me out quicker. So that being said, we're gonna use the Sephora Pro face palette today. This is in the medium tone. I do own the light and the medium, love them both. They are so pretty, and there is a lot to play with in here. So we're gonna go ahead and go in with a bronzer real quick because these are a little bit more on the pigmented side because they are a medium shade. I am gonna go in with my stippling Sephora brush. It's the Pro Diffuser 64 for reference. So I'm gonna go in with a bronzer, a blush, and a highlight. Real quick and easy, and it won't take time at all. All right, now it's time to move on to the eyes. The face, so quick, so easy. It's just all about picking the products that's right for you. Basically a face palette, what's your favorite face palette? What works best for you? Your favorite powder foundation, if that. You may do well and real quick with a liquid, but which one works best for you? You just need to figure out what products you can take less time with. So that being said, let's move into the eyes. Let's go in with the e.l.f. Putty Primer. I'm just gonna put a little bit of this on. I usually do it with a brush, but for sake of time, I'm going in with just a little bit right here because we're gonna kind of do double duty here. So you'll see what I mean in a second. So for eyeshadow, here's the deal. These products I've had for a while. I love them so much. They are pretty much my go-to anytime I need something super quick. I'm looking to get out the door, and a lot of times that happens like on a Sunday morning when I'm going to church. I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm running late. I need to finish my makeup so fast, but I want something on the eyes. I'm an eyeshadow type of girl, and I love having something on the eyes. So these little Kaja trios, they've been out for a long time now. They're nothing new, but maybe you've kind of seen or heard about them and been like, meh. Maybe you've been on the fence about them. These are so amazing. So it is a little trio. There's a couple of different types. You can get a trio where all three of them are like a shimmer formula, and then there are a few where there is one shimmer in the stack and two mattes, and that's what these are. And just like that, there is a whole eye look on the eye. So pretty. It looks like it was a little bit, you know, more complicated, and it wasn't. All right, let's move into, let's see, what do we have next? Okay, let's put on a little bit of mascara and liner, but I do want to disclose what I'm going to use because this is key, and I do want to relay this to you. So just obviously any mascara. Now, when you're gonna do lashes, for me, if I don't have the time, I can't do lashes. Lashes for me take a little bit longer. One, to put the glue on the lash, to let it get tacky, to put, like set it perfectly on the eye. So that being said, this is what I use when I am super on the go. I need something quick. It's the Kiss Lash Glue Liner. Now, this is newer, and I find that this is absolutely incredible for quick on the go. I need to slap on my lashes and liner at the same time and move on with my life. I will totally tell you though, the longevity to this is absolutely disheartening. By around the 4th hour or so, my lashes are starting to lift, and significantly. So that being said, I would highly recommend this if you if you're on the go, you need to get out the door, and you're probably not gonna have your lashes on for very long, or throw a lash glue in your purse so that you can just set those ends down when they start to lift up. So that being said, this is what we're gonna use, and yeah, we're almost done, you guys. So, eyes are done. Now let's move into the final step, which is lips. Now, of course, I always go in with a lip liner. I never used to, and now I feel like I can't live without it. So lip liner, a must for me. But couple of options that are super quick and easy, because if you're like me, let's just say that, and you use a regular lipstick or a liquid lipstick, then it takes a little more time. Now, I'm not saying like 10 or 15 minutes extra. I'm saying maybe even 1 minute extra in trying to get a little more precise. And at this point, when you're trying to be quick about your makeup, you're trying to shave off any little which way you can. You're really trying to be quick. So a couple of options that are my favorites for quick makeup are this particular one is the Iliaalmy gloss. It's almost like a tinted lip oil, honestly. So something like this that's gonna give your lips the pout and the shine along with the pigment, or something like this. This is the Kylie lip blush, and it is kind of like a liquid lipstick, but it is just that. It's a blush, so it's a lot more muted. It's almost like a popsicle lip, so you can be a little bit messy, you can be a little quicker, you don't have to be super precise. For today, I am going to use the Balmy gloss, but definitely this is a great option. Doesn't have to be this one, but you know, anything that you can find that's kind of like something like it. It's got a it's got a more sheer coverage than your typical liquid lipstick, and yet it's super easy to work with. I will give you a swatch of the Ilia for reference, and see that's also pretty sheer as well. But I do like to line my lips. That is, again, kind of a must for me. And yeah, so that being said, the lengthiest part of this will be the lip liner, but even that'll go quick. All right, guys, so here we go. A full face of makeup in a very super minimal amount of time. These products are just key for me. It's what I know works, and it's what I know can get me out the door in 10 at max 15 minutes. And for me, that is crazy, because I love to just sit and spend time on my makeup and with my makeup. It's just very soothing for me. It's very relaxing. It's something I enjoy. I don't do it because, all right, like I'm vain or trying to take a long time or this or that. I just thoroughly enjoy putting on makeup. There's something very therapeutic about it for me, but I don't always have that luxury. A lot of times, you know, I need to be quick and move and be out the door, but still look presentable, still look nice. So these are the products, or the types of products, maybe I should say, that work for me and that help me achieve that. Like powder foundation for me is key to being quick. A face palette is key to being quick. These little Kajas are absolutely just one of the key ingredients. So that being said, what works for me may not work for me. You may already have your go-tos for something that's a little quicker. And it's just a matter of throwing it all together so that you know exactly what routine to use. And hey, you may already be a pro at super quick makeup. So if you have those products on the brain that work best for you, let me know in the comment section below, because I'm always on the hunt for that next amazing product that's really gonna be quick and easy for me. Before I let you go, you know what time it is. I need to give you a very quick verse of the day, just in an effort to motivate you and encourage you and tell you that Jesus loves you so much. So today's verse will come from Proverbs 3, 5, and 6, and it says, "Trust in the Lord with all of your heart, and lean not on your own understanding. In all your ways acknowledge him, and he shall direct thy paths." It's a beautiful and wonderful verse, and I just have to tell you, the times that I've relied on myself, on my own emotions, because emotions are very fickle, I get myself into trouble. So it has been just such an honor to trust in him and allow him to direct my ways, and what a difference it makes. So that being said, my friends, it is my prayer that if you don't already know Jesus as your Lord and Savior, that he would make his presence so real to you at this moment that you would feel his peace and his love in a way that you have never felt it before. And I want it to be so that there is no doubt in your mind that it is him and that he loves you so, so very much, more than any human being could ever love you. Alrighty guys, well thanks again for stopping by, spending some time with me today, doing our makeup real quick. I appreciate your time today. With that, we will wrap this one up. So until the next one, my friends, stay safe and stay well. I love each and every one of you so much. Truly I do, even though I don't know you, but just know that I love you, but Jesus loves you so much more. Talk to you soon, friends. Bye.